Hello everybody, this is Misfit from the Co-op guys, back with some more Factorio. Now, we recently just turtle boxed in our base to protect ourselves from the evil aliens who we haven't seen yet. And to any of you who are watching who may have played the game before, or even those who haven't, to be honest, must be wondering what on earth I'm doing protecting myself from aliens who don't actually appear to be on the screen or even in the game. Well, not too long ago, I pop down this radar station, and what that does is it gradually explores the map for you and highlights different areas, so you don't have to go out and visit it yourself. But what this also does is it kind of generates the terrain and brings in the aliens, essentially. And the aliens are already there, I think. I don't know if they exist before or after the game generates them. But to all those naysayers, we have aliens down here. All this red stuff, this big red one is an alien base, and we've got some aliens kicking about. Now that's not a major threat. I mean, look at the size of our base and all the stuff that we can have at our disposal. That shouldn't be too bad, right? There's another little one down there. There's a slightly bigger one up here guarding some oil, but again, not too much of a threat. But then I let it run and it came down here. This is what I was afraid of. This is a massive, massive alien base just south of where I plan to expand. And this is really bad news. Even at this early stage of the game, this could ruin us. I will also show you in the map, I have extended the walls a bit. We did have a wall here. I expanded the wall out to encompass this whole area here. This wall is now redundant. I can get rid of that, I just haven't done it yet. I'm actually... autosave. I'm actually going to take this down for now, because if what I think is right, when the game loads in an alien base, these bases don't remain at this size, they get bigger. If, as you see, there's a whole bunch of aliens just around this area. If they hang around there long enough, they will create a base there and increase in the size of the base. And sometimes you'll get random groups of aliens come along, moving to a new spot and make it a base. And these bases will continue to get bigger. Now, if I do that, well, if I let the radar continue to scan, those bases are going to become awful. I might put that back up, but not for a moment. I have also increased our power. I tripled it, basically. Not that we need it right now. Our maximum power usage, I think, was about 1.5 megawatts. This has a maximum output of 9 megawatts, so we should be alright. I keep on going back to the map. I really should just run over and show you. I also there used to be a forest here. I cut down the entire lot. Took quite some time. But we have enough wood to shove into our power. Although, to be honest, we've got plenty of coal. And speaking of coal, I have now run this belt directly from the coal mine, going to our power generation. I've done this thing here, which looks a bit strange. However, I did see this online in a couple of videos, namely Zistos, and it does seem to help, although not as well as you'd think. But basically, this is for balancing each side of your belt. So let's say the 4 mines down here run out and these 4 mines continue to produce. They will only put coal on one side of the belt. Now what you could do, let's say this is our belt that we're trying to combine here, and we put down that, and let's say the coal is coming down on the left hand side. Then what you could do is this. Right, let me get rid of the tree so you can probably see it a bit better. Right, so what this will do is there will be coal on the left hand side of this lane and the left hand side of that lane. This will put that coal on the right hand side of this lane, and it's all good. But sometimes it's not put out into equal quantities, so you kind of, just in practice, this can work, but it doesn't always. This one is a bit better in the fact that this side doesn't care about what side of the belt the item is on here. It will always put it on the left side on here. Likewise, on this side, it doesn't matter what side of the belt it is here, it will get put onto the right side here, and this actually works for balancing your belt a lot better. So having something like this in your base, or even this is very good for increasing your storage space on the belts. Alright, that's that little bit of tutorial-esque stuff out of the way. I shoved a whole bunch of wood in these chests. We've still got a lot more. A couple more wooden chests full. So I'm going to try and burn through that. But the coal does last so much longer with these things. In any event, what we're going to do today... Oh, a couple of other changes. Our stone wall production ran out. Our stone mines are completely dried up. So these are all the walls that are left over after putting down that new one. So that's all done. The iron mine is almost out. There were these two mines that were here before, they ran dry completely. This one is now out, and we are left with about 600 left here. So we do have some chests filled with the stuff, but we're going to need more. But also we're going to need some, since we need more, we might as well upgrade our smelting a bit. Sorry, I'm coughing a bit lately. I shouldn't... I don't know. This feels a bit weird. I'm not coming down with something, but I think I've just got something in my throat. But we've got this. We now have this iron patch at our disposal. But I don't think the smelting setup we got over here would be good enough. Also, I have to bring it all the way from there to there. Now, I don't mind bringing it from there to there, but I don't think this setup is good enough. Also, one of the major drawbacks of having a setup like this is having these chests feeding the coal, and it's quite tedious to run back and forth from the coal mine, coming down and topping up these chests, when we can do what we did with the power here, and we could just set up a belt, and the belt will come in and feed your furnaces. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to set up a new smeltery, which will smelt all our stuff, and we're going to need a lot more. In fact, I might need to get some more furnaces. I have crafted a whole bunch of stuff, including a ton of transport belts, and these are maybe for later on if we have the time. And we got some inserters, which I hope are enough. Let's just grab some more iron and copper and see if we actually need some more. So just a little bit. But now that the aliens are there, that we know for sure that they're there, any pollution that we're going to make is going to attract them and cause havoc on our walls. I haven't actually hooked these guns up to automatically load yet. It will be something like popping a belt down here and having inserters just pop them in. But before we do that, we need to automate a couple of things. So we're going to make a smeltery. I think we're going to start it about here. I'm calling it a smeltery. I don't know. Foundry. Whatever. All it is going to be a big array of furnaces, and it's just going to chug along and smelt all of our ores for us. So just going to make a big belt. In fact, what I should probably do is just show you... Let's get rid of that belt. Don't like it. Don't like where it is. I'll just show you a layout of what we're going to make. I've made it before and it works quite well. So let's build it up about here. Okay, so I don't know why I'm whistling that. Okay, so we've got a furnace there, and a belt there, and a belt here, and another belt there. And let's put another furnace down, like here, and then another belt there. Okay, now this doesn't look like much, but this is just like a kind of a template. So what we're going to have is our main ingredient is going to come in on this belt here, the ones that are going into these furnaces. So iron ore or coal ore is going to go along this belt. It's going to get picked up by an inserter. It's going to go into that furnace, and then another inserter on this side is going to deposit on that belt. We're also going to have iron ore on this belt here, and it's going to do the same with that furnace. And what's eventually going to happen is, after all the furnaces have done, these belts are going to come down and they're going to merge onto this one here, because the inserters will only put items on the far side of the belt. They can take from both sides of the belt, although they prefer to take the one from the farther side, I believe. But they will only put them on the far side of the belt. So only this outer lane is going to get filled up. Likewise, only the outer lane is going to get filled up on this lane. So once it gets here, this belt will put it on the inside of one of that lane, and this belt will put it on the inside of that lane, and therefore we'll have a full belt coming out here. Not there, here. So that's the general gist. But where's the coal coming in? The coal is going to be on this middle lane here. And what we're going to have are long-handed inserters here and here, and they are going to oh, there goes my phone. They are going to pick up the coal from here because they've got further reach. They will be able to pick from that far belt, and they'll completely ignore the one sitting in front of them here. So we're gonna have coal running down the center. Simple, right? Where are we gonna get our power into though? Because our electric poles are only that big. Now this one, we could power that one easily enough, but it doesn't reach those two. So what we're going to do, let's get a couple more of these furnaces set down, just so we can analyze things a bit better. And then we'll get some inserters. I'm going to grip up the long inserters together, like so, and then let's get the long-handed ones going here. Nope, I was in the way of that one. Right. So now we've got our inserters and our belts. They look a bit weird. But let's just another autosave. Did I change the setting on that? I'm sure I had it at 10 minutes. Oh, I must have been going for 10 minutes. Oh, that's a good timer. Thank you, game. So ideally, what we want to place the power here, but this belt's in the way. But what we can do is going to take out that belt there, and we're going to put an underground belt. There we go. I'm going to put that one there, get rid of that belt, and put that there. So now the items coming in here will go underground and come out on this side here, which is awesome, and it means we can do that. We can pop that there. I'd like one here as well, which we can do, I think, like that. And then, just so that things are working okay, I'll pop an underground belt there. And we're also going to want some light in this as well, so let's just pop a light there, a light there. This belt is facing the wrong way. Now it's facing the right way. Awesome. And we can basically tile that now. Let's just get some inserters going on this side. I want those poles in line just because I can. So we're going to have our inserters on the inside bit there. And we'll have some more poles there. I'm going to do the same up here. I think that's in line, yep. And some more inserters. There, there, and there. So there is our that's our basic furnace setup. So the ores are going to come in on the inside two lanes with the coal running down the middle, and everything should be gushy. Now we just need to build a whole bunch of these things and then link them up. So I think I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll be back in a mo just once I've got everything here all set up and ready to go. And here we have it. Here is our new and improved smelting setup, all ready to go. Just need to plug it in pretty much. So we've got 32 furnaces here. These are going to be processing our iron, and another 32 here which is going to process our copper. And I've also set up mines for our new copper patches that are available over here, a lot more than we got before. And I also put up mines all along the iron here, just to considering that that one just ran, that one's completely run out. Not only that, but I've actually been burning through our iron supply there, so that's almost completely gone. I also linked up the coal from directly from the coal mine straight to the furnaces, and I put all the mines down across the entire coal field. This I've got the conveyor belt sort of snaking its way, autosave, snaking its way through the mine. The only reason I do that is because if I had it like this and I had all the belts going off in one direction, I'd have to recombine them and stuff, where it's actually a fair bit simpler just to have it all just going onto the same belt like that. But what it does mean is that these mines here are going to run out first, and then it's going to snake its way back. So the last mines that are going to run out are the ones we started with, funnily enough. It's kind of weird. So yeah, I think we are about ready to hook this up. So let's just get the coal going into the system. None of this stuff is actually connected to the power just yet. Just need to add a pole here, and that should do it. There we go. Now, take note of the pollution here. It's already gone up, and it's climbing and climbing and climbing because all these mines have just come active and the furnaces are about to kick off. So I think it's going to get in range of this alien base for sure. Maybe this one, and if very dangerously we might be getting their attention down there. So the coal is being fed into our furnaces. Let's just have a little look. It's hard to see the coal because of the underground belts, because you can only just see it in the little cracks there. But it is making its way through. These inserters can actually pick up and put items onto the underground belts, which is really handy. Well, there we go. We're getting our first batch of copper smelted up, and it's already making its way out. The iron is taking its sweet time, but it's getting there. There we go. So we've got a whole bunch of iron and copper smelting, and this is going to see us for quite a while. Now, I've kind of made this backwards because this, oh gosh, look at the pollution. This is a particularly bad spot right here. But based on this, like, when you're making a whole bunch of like processing and stuff, it's good to have your furnacing at the start and then work your way out so that all your materials are being fed into your factories. We're kind of pushing it this way, which doesn't make a lot of sense because there's not a lot of room here. But this I'm going to get rid of. This is our former iron mine, it's just completely run out. Just going to get rid of this. Our stone mine here, that ran out. This copper deposit down here is not that big. We used it fairly well, but we don't need it for the moment because we've got this bigger one over here. So I'm probably going to take this out for now, and what we'll do is we're going to do some first stage automation just to get some research going, because we are probably going to get attacked pretty soon. I mean, look at this, the pollution is just ballooned out and we're in range of some very nasty critters, so they are going to start attacking soon, which means what we're going to need to do is we are probably going to have to get these turrets hooked up with a supply line, just something feeding them ammo all the time. And we're probably going to have to upgrade them as well. If not, we might try and go for the laser turrets, which is still a fair step away. But we need to have some kind of research automated. So I'm going to make some space here, and we're going to see about getting some manufacturing done. Finally, we're under attack! We're under attack! We're under attack! Oh god, they ran out of ammo. Oh. Okay, right, you get all the ammo you can get. Oh, we're under attack somewhere else now. Where? It's not showing us, okay. Oh, it's down here. Okay, I'm a bit frazzled. They only just started showing up, and they're showing up in greater force than I actually thought they would. Should be okay. I only put enough ammo in these guys to just hold them off for a while. But yeah, that caught me by surprise, and they even started damaging stuff. I made these repair packs so I could prop things up. I didn't think they were going to be this damaging. Now let's get this. Let's just shore this up a bit. Once the furnaces and like fill up on resources, the pollution should die down. I think that's already starting to, because the mines have stopped running. But in order just because this looks like a vulnerable point, because they came straight here. This is like where the center of all the pollution was, and they came straight for it. So let's just give these guys all the ammo that they could need. Okay, back to prep. Alright, crisis averted for the moment. Gonna definitely have to do something about those turrets next time. Beat them up. Also, thicken the walls, because they're only one thick, so they could breach it pretty easily. So, what we're gonna do, first off, what we're aiming to do is we want to try and automate our science packs so that we can research a whole bunch of stuff to get us more advanced. So the first thing we're going to need to make is Science Pack 1, which is copper plates and iron gear wheels. And we also want to make Science Pack 2, which requires inserters and transport belts. So basically we need to automate both the inserters and transport belts and the iron gear wheels. So we're going to try and get some of that going now. First thing we're going to want is iron gear wheels, because they're a basis for pretty much everything mechanical in the game. So let's we're going to have the iron. Basically the iron is going to just come straight down here. So we're going to split it off, have some of the iron going up here. Is this going to turn everything off? Oh no, it didn't. Well done. So we're going to have some of the iron going up there, and let's put 2 of them for now. So we've got 2 assembly machines. Let's set them to make the iron gear wheels, and the only thing you need for the iron gear wheels is iron. So we'll how quickly does it take to make an iron gear wheel? Half a second, and it takes 2 iron plates. We're under attack again. We're under attack. I'm scared to not monitor these attacks, because these, as I said, these turrets only have a finite amount of ammo, and I'm not making any ammo right now. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Alright, so as soon as I've done recording, I'm gonna go grab a whole bunch of ammo and shove it in all these guns. I'm terrified they're gonna run rampant to the base. So, iron gear wheels. It's said that it takes half a second to make one of them. So let's put down 2 inserters per, because they can move something in about half a second to a second or something. So that will take both the iron in. We'll have one of these being taken out, and we'll bring it down here. And what do we need that for? We need it for the inserters for sure, I think. Let's see. Under attack again, this time on the right hand side. Yeah, we need that for that and that. Okay, so let's just make that its own little belt here. We'll do that, and we just need to balance it a bit, so it's going to be on the far side. So let's just do that. So there we go. So our iron gear wheels are going to come along there, and there's our iron. The copper, one of the things we need for our copper to become is copper wire. Let's put down 3 of them. So that's, each one of these is going, where is it? Copper cable. Okay, I get it, we're under attack, stop telling me. There we go, so that's all going to be said to be copper cable. Let's just bring this up here and put that there. Probably a mistake. Thankfully that's all jammed up. I'll clear that later. And like the iron gear wheels, we're probably going to need 2 inserters for these. Thank you, autosave. I'm going to need that in a minute. Let's get the poles in. Oh gosh, alright. Let's break that for now. I don't want the resources going through just yet, mainly because it's going to create pollution and attract the aliens again. So we'll get some inserters going there, and this time they're coming down that side. So I need this up here. And that being fed like that. Okay, so we've got our copper wire coming down there, and our copper plates coming down there. Right, so that's basically our 4 main ingredients. There is one more thing that we're going to need to make, and that is electronic circuits, which needs copper cable and iron plates. So let's you know what? We don't need this here, really. Because we'll just have it coming straight down here to go into our electronic circuit bit, like that. And what I'll do is split the iron again, because in order to make the electronic circuits, you need copper cable and iron plate. So let's get some of the iron here, pass it underneath all of this stuff, and have it going down here. So in order to get that in there, we'll use some of the long inserters and some of the short ones there. Alright, I'll power that later. So you guys are going to make electronic circuits. There we go. So what else do we need? This is a really messy setup, but this is just to get us off the ground and going. What else do I need? What else do I need? I need to make transport belts. Transport belts are made iron gear wheels and iron plates, both of which are right here. So let us split that, send you up there. You can carry on your merry way, except not quite, because I need to put you underground like that. So I can do this. So that's going to be, that's the iron, that's the iron gear wheels. They will both come up here. That's okay. Yeah, as I said, very messy setup. I'm not really caring. We'll just have one for now. That's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. That's the right way. And there we go. So they're going to take the iron and the iron gear wheels, pop them in here, make transport belts. And then the transport belts can carry on their merry way too. And let's see, this electronic circuits. Electronic circuits we need for the inserters, which also need iron gear wheels and iron plates. So they're both heading up here anyway. Is there any way I can combine them? Not really, not easily anyway. So let's just, should we split them again? I need to get iron gear wheels down here, or the electronic circuits up here. We're gonna, this is messy. Messy. Okay, let's just put them there, just because I don't know what to do right now. Oh, thank goodness, our pollution has died right down. Mainly because all of our furnaces are pretty much full, so they're not smelting anything. The mines have shut down because no resources are being used, so our pollution is down and the aliens have stopped attacking. As soon as I connect these back up again, they will start attacking. Right, tell you what, give me a few seconds off camera and I will get this hooked, to get this set up so that we are ready to start producing stuff. Okay, so I bet you're wondering what on earth has Misfit done. He has set up some kind of weird, bizarre, crazy contraption-y thing. Well, this is how I am going to start doing the research. I'll try and explain it as I go. I haven't got it all hooked up to the materials yet. But let's give you the rundown. So, in order to do our research, we need to make these science packs. Actually, I will say I've kind of jumped the gun. One of the things I need for the green science packs is inserters, or automated inserters. That's what these guys down here are for. Unfortunately, these are assembly machine ones, which can only combine 2 ingredients together to form something. However, in order to build an inserter, you need 3. So we need an upgraded assembly machine, which we don't have access to yet. It is under this one here, Automation 2. That's it there. But we haven't got it researched yet, and we don't even have our prerequisite electronics researched yet. So I've got some tech labs here. Let's just bung in some science packs, and we will research that as I talk here. So let's just select that and go. So we're researching that. So, in order to make the red research packs, which I just made, you need copper plates and iron gear wheels. So copper plates are easy, we're making tons of them. We just need to get into the assembly machines, but we need the iron gear wheels. So that's what these guys are up here. So we're going to have our iron coming in through here, and it's a bit clogged up because I messed things up, but this splitter should fix it. There we go. So we're going to have our iron plates coming up here, and then it's also feeding to a few other things as well. I'll explain that in a minute. So let's just get it making the iron gear wheels. And also, if you want to copy what something is, you hold shift and then right click, and then you just shift left click on other machines, and it will copy that over. So they're all now all making iron gear wheels. They're coming down here, they're being balanced onto one belt, and then it's being split here so that half of the iron gear wheels are carrying on this direction. The other half are being combined with the iron on this belt here. So I've got the iron here, it's splitting off to go down here, which to something else, and then I split it again so that some of the iron plates go up here, get combined with the iron gear wheels onto this belt to go here. This is to make our transport belts, which take iron plates and iron gear wheels. So we're going to be needing a ton of them, so why not just make them? And we're also going to need them for the other science pack as well. So I already used up all the transport belts I had in making this, so having them being automated is pretty nifty. So we're now manufacturing them. Excellent. Now we also need copper. Let's just put one belt down there. And oh, another one over here, because I forgot to cut that off. Oh, and there goes the electronics. So we're going to need the automation 2 now, but I haven't got any research packs in the tech labs yet. I shall do that in a minute. Let's just pick up that copper that's sitting there. So the copper's coming up, and this is our main copper line here. It's splitting off to go down here. Again, this whole bottom section I'm going to explain in a second. But the copper plates are going along and going underground and coming out here. It's being split, so our main copper is going to carry on this direction. The rest of the copper is coming up here, and we need one transport belt. I'll just grab a few here to put here. So this is where some of our iron gear wheels coming in. Some of that is being split off to go down here to the manufacturing zone I have yet to discuss. And another part is being split off to go up here. Iron gear wheels, copper plates. What could we be building here, I wonder? Science pack ones, or the red science packs. So they are going in here. Now these take a little while to manufacture. So like 5 seconds each, I think. So it will take a while to manufacture them. But they're going to come along here, get picked up by our inserters and shoved into our research lab. In order for the automation to actually be researched, it needs 2 red science packs, and it uses 2 every 15 seconds. There we go. So that's starting to be researched. That's our research, the beginnings of our automated research going on right now. So we've got our red science packs. Now we need the green ones in order to get. I mean, if we go into the research menu here, some of the basic stuff is just red science packs, but a little bit. For a few more advanced things, we need the green ones, and we're going to need them continuously. So we're going to need that, and in order to make the green ones, we're going to need inserters, which are what these are placeholders for. Because I want these to make inserters, but we need the assembly machine 2s to do that, because the inserters need electronic circuits, iron gear wheels, and iron plates. And I've got the iron plates and the iron gear wheels. The iron plates are actually going to be... We've got the iron gear wheels here. Oh, I'm not sure what on earth just happened to my computer there. Iron gear wheels are going here. Iron plates are going to go in there, and they're being split onto this belt, and the rest of the iron is passing through here. So we've got our iron gear wheels and our iron plates ready to go for our inserters, but we need the electronic circuits and we need the assembly machine 2s. The electronic circuits are going to be made here. In fact, why don't we just hook this up? So we've got our this is going to be our copper cable. There we go. I was trying to keep the manufacturer down to keep the pollution down, but we'll just let this filter through. So the copper cable is coming up here, and I was just going to have this as a main line like the iron and the copper just carrying on through, but I don't think we really need anything else for copper cable right now. So it's doing a U-turn, coming right back down, and then it's the iron plates and the copper cables are going to be combined in these machines here to make electronic circuits. Now these electronic circuits, they use 1 iron plate and 3 copper cable to make, and each of these makes 2 at a time, I believe. Yeah, 2 at a time. So we need twice the number of inserters to get to match this long one. In fact, I think these long ones are actually faster than these, so I might need to upgrade these because there's a little pause here between production. So if we want to speed up production, we'll have to change those inserters around. But we get our electronic circuits coming up. We've got the beginnings of a mainline thing going on here, and the electronic circuits are coming down here, and all this stuff is here, waiting to be made into inserters, which we cannot yet make. How is our research coming along, actually? Oh, we can't tell here. Can't tell here either. So we're getting there. We're almost there. I don't think we're making the red science packs fast enough to keep up with all these 4 labs. It's just the first 2. As I said, this is a very iffy setup I've got going. It's a bit more refined than what I was doing before, but it's not as ideal as I would like it. But this is all temporary. This portion of the base here is temporary. We're just going to get some research on the go, so that we can start advancing things along. Now we have had some more attacks, minor ones though. I haven't done a perimeter check in a little while. I'm expecting some damage up here. This one's run out of ammo. Let's just give it some more ammo there and fix you up. There we go. We haven't had too many though. We did have a big attack up here whilst I was recording a little while earlier. I never came to fix that. But we're going to need to get that ammo situation sorted. And we're probably going to have to up the amount of turrets that we have on the walls as well. Even if because I don't like using these turrets, but you don't have a choice at this stage of the game. Mainly because they use ammo which uses iron and copper, and you need that for everything else, so it's a drain on resources just to have those turrets around. Automation 2 is almost done. We could just hang around and wait and get some of these assembly machines. In fact, what do we need for the assembly machine 2s again? We need assembly machine, 3 electric circuits, and 5 iron gear wheels. Well, we're making everything else. Why don't we just come along and pick some up? The good thing about having all this stuff pre-made on belts is you can just walk over them and press F, and you'll just pick them up, and the belts will just continuously feed you. As long as they're being made, of course. So let's get some iron gear wheels as well. Oh, and some iron plates as well, why not? And let's just pick up a whole bunch of belts, because we're going to need some anyway. Can we make some of these? Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm wondering if I could squeeze in a couple more red science pack things, although I don't really have a lot of space here to do that. I could do, but The way I've got these set up right now is the red science packs are going to be made on the put on the left side of the belt here. The green ones, which we'll actually just tell these to get ready to be made. And I need some power there, I think. How am I going to get power there? I need some underground belts. There we go. Four, please, thank you. Let's just do that. Is that power thing going to reach? Yes. So let's get rid of. Cool. I'm gonna get rid of that one there. Oh, and that just took out the power to our things. Okay. No. Actually, wait a minute. You can go there. Here. There you go. Almost done with automation 2. Come on. Hurry up. People are waiting. Right, this should be the last batch now, so in about 10 seconds we will have automation 2, and we will have our assembly machines too. We'll build them, we'll plop them down straight away, and then we should be able to start making our Science Pack 2s. Which will be great. Yeah, there we go. I'm not going to research anything else just yet, but let's make a couple of these right now, and we'll put them down here straight away. And what I need, inserters. There we go. So now we are manufacturing inserters. Let's heading along the belt. Splitting off here. Heading up to this area. Please work. There we go. And heading in to make our Science Pack 2s. Which also take about 6 seconds to make each. But they'll both be fed onto this belt here and head on along here. The good thing is when I'm not researching anything, the stuff just kind of buffers up here. So I probably shouldn't have that belt there. Yeah, let's get rid of them. And then we'll just shove them in there for the sake of it. Alright. So we now have science packs being made, manufactured, in order to progress our science. So research is now going to be a lot more easier. I don't have to manually make science packs anymore because I have machines and things setting them up. As an added benefit, we've got inserters and transport belts being made. I will probably set up a couple of chests to pull stuff off the belt so that I have a little bit of a storage. We've got electronic circuits being made, we have copper cables being made, we have iron gear wheels being made. So we've got the beginnings of a base, which is amazing. I'm not really using this stuff down here, I might just get rid of it. So I'm going to try and not do too much research off camera, except for stuff which is just like upgraded versions of things. But yeah, so we're ready to sort of research tier 1 and tier 2 level research, which means we can do some more interesting things, stuff that we can research. We can get the faster transport belts already, although they're a little bit of a drain on resources, so we probably will hold off on them for a moment. Steel processing, which we'll definitely want, because some of the better stuff requires steel. I mean, look at all the things all the different technologies that require steel. What else can we work our way up to? This is one of the things that we really want to get. It's going to take a while to get there, but we want the laser turrets, mainly because it just uses power, it doesn't use resources. We might want to upgrade our turret damage, just to make our ammo more economical. I want to make gates for our walls, lots of cool stuff. So we've got access to we've got the ability to research all of those things, and we will do so in coming episodes. But for now, thank you for watching, hope you're enjoying this, and I shall see you next time, where we are going to prop up our walls, essentially, make sure we're more resilient to alien attacks. Take care, bye bye.